Mate. There we go. We're live. We're live. All right. I'll try and delete that other one. However the heck you do that, but might be able to. So we're live there. We'll delete that one. Cool. All right. I reckon we're. Does that link work? Which link are we talking about, mate? So we should be ready to go on YouTube now. We should be right. If anyone's my previous message doesn't look like it's come through, mate. I have no link. I'd imagine it probably filters links and stuff. See you, Deccan. You too, mate. I'll talk to you later. All right, guys. Yeah, thanks for popping in. As I just punched the camera out just about. But yeah, if you do want to come over YouTube, we are live on there as well. But yeah, if not, we'll talk to you soon. Don't know if we'll be back next Wednesday, but we'll certainly have another live soon. So I'll talk to you then. See you guys. YouTube, how you going? Give me 1 sec. Phone's a bit flat on the old charge, so I'm just going to chuck it on the charger. First off the cab is Carl. What a time. Carl, shorty, could be a festival of the donut this week. Yep, absolutely agree, mate. It is tough. Once a few join up, I'll put a bit of a poll out. But yeah, how many donuts you got? How you going? G Money. Yep. The Saints got us. They got us done, mate. I wasn't happy. Was not happy. Magpies, how you going? Good to see you. Josh, are you bringing your hot roommate again? If not, I'll watch Kate and McDonald. Oh, mate, unfortunately, she's not coming in, so sorry. But please hang around for a little bit, please. Carl, going to be some absolute cripple fights in the grand final week. Some blokes might scoop the chockies with a score that barely scrapes over the 2K mark. Yeah, you're spot on, mate. You are spot on. I think it's going to be a really tough one. And honestly, in a way, I like it. In a way, I like that we've had a bit of carnage and the teams that are more well-planned, more strategic in their trading will benefit. So in a way, I like it because we do have too many trades. As I have mentioned, I don't know if you've heard me mention that. G-Money, how's it going, pal? Good to see you, Darcy. Yeah, that one hurt. But I'm good, mate. How are you? Good to see you. Jack, lost my prelim cash league by 2 points. Oh, I'm still crying, mate. That's savage. That hurts. How's your week been, Shorty? No, it's been pretty good, mate. Been pretty good. Still hoping for that Norwegian wife setup, but no, it's been all right. Honestly, it's been a bit of a slog, to be frank. Like we've got 2 people away at work at the moment, so it's basically 50% of the team. And just, yeah, I was saying on TikTok, I had like a nap before. Like I fell asleep on the couch at like 5:30, which is kind of unusual for me. So yeah, I think I'm feeling it a bit, just a bit tired, bit sort of a little bit run down. So yeah, might have a bit of a shorty weekend this week. Might go down the coast, try and recharge a little bit. Magpies, thoughts on Tendai Muzungu? Oh, one of the legends of our sport. Had his moments in SuperCoach. Not many, but I remember he was a handy rookie at one point. Hey, Luke, Shorty, how are we? Thoughts on the Cats game on Saturday night? And does the current top 8 stay the same? Wasn't too pleased, mate. I feel as if Geelong's just still quite an inconsistent side. And Tice, he enjoyed your message, mate. He enjoyed your message. But to be fair, St Kilda did play well. I just was a bit disappointed with how we just didn't respond. We just didn't have any answers for it. And yeah, I think the top 8 will stay the same. Obviously, the order might change, but I think those 8 teams will stay the same. Question on the tip of everyone's lips. How many donuts is Short Dog Millionaire looking at? Yeah, we've got one. We've got one. So basically, with Houston going out, that's what's killed us. Let's get a bit of a feel for it. How many zeros on field? Let's have a bit of a look, bit of a temperature check. I feel like I feel like par's probably one, but it'd be very interesting to see. Magpies. Oh, how I want to be with. Oh, jeez. Man, I'm copping it. Absolutely copping it. Carl, Caddis Shorty did not turn up. Second half, Saints smacked him around a bit. Yeah, it was definitely, a bit concerning. Like, I feel as if we still lack that absolute convincing part of our game where you just know what you're going to get. And maybe most clubs are like that because we've seen ups and downs from a lot of clubs. So you see the Freo game the week before, and we just look so like so hard and so ready for the game. Just nothing was easy for the opposition. And then we play a really good half against St Kilda, and then everything looked easy for them. You got to give them credit for the way they moved the ball and a few tactical things they did, but yeah, they looked slow. They looked on the back foot, and once the momentum got away from us, we're normally good at stemming that, but we just couldn't. So wasn't super disheartened. I was frustrated, but I still think we can win a final, but I certainly don't think we're a premiership hope, and I've thought that for a while. Hey, Galaxy Wolf, Shorty, how are you? Brilliant, beautiful man. I'm good, mate. How are you? Always a pleasure seeing you pop in. After getting Braden Campbell for 180k over the buys, he finally delivered me an 88 to cover Sheasley. Yeah, that's it. He finally delivered for you, didn't he? And he looks good when he delivers. So it's crazy. Like where's he been? When he plays that type of a role, beautiful kick, isn't he? Amusement's in the house. What's going on, mate? Josh, seriously though, got one trade left and in the grand final. Need to move Houston. Thoughts on choices between Sinclair, Whitfield, Tom Stewart, or someone left field? Well, I do really like Sinclair. He didn't quite deliver on the weekend, but I like him the most. I'll just load up Supercoach and I'll just run through because, I think he's the clear obvious choice. But if you want to go left field, I might have a bit of a look. Big week ahead, says Amusement, to see how my preseason research converts to those real Supercoach points. Oh, mate. How we going? So, okay, so 67% have zeros. Right, okay, I would have thought there was a few more with a bit of pain. Maybe I am in trouble, but there is, 8% with 1, 8% with 2, and then 17% with 3. So that's interesting at this point. Carl, reckon Luke at short odds to take out the quiz this week, Shorty. Bounced back to some form last week. Could see another uptick this time. Yeah, that's right. He was looking good. The last quiz for a while, too. I'll do a bit of a quiz night throughout finals, but this will be my last official live Wednesday. We will have future lives in the off season, but I don't know when they'll be or how frequent. I do enjoy them, so I want to still do them, but it won't be as much of a like every single Wednesday. But I do love doing them, so we'll see how that eventuates. Jack, haha, haven't forgotten. Oh yeah, to message you on TikTok, mate. So I'll give you a message on this after. Can I message you back if you don't follow me back? Yeah, I think you can, but I'll give you a follow anyway. I'll send us send us a message and it'll pop up in like my message requests, I think. Luke, Shorty, how did you feel when you heard the death of Sam Lansbury? Yeah, look, it was kind of shocked me, to be honest. Like, I was just coming home from the gym and Langus like called me. He's like, bro, like so sad news. I'm like, oh, what? And he told me, I was like, what the hell? Like, it's just It's crazy to think that, 1 minute you're just watching the guy talk footy and, I don't even know him, but you sort of feel that connection. It's a bit like, David King or Jared Waitley. Like you have a bit of a connection to them because you listen to them all the time. It's just so sad, really. Like, I mean, I feel a little bit sad. Jeez, you can't begin to think how people who know him and his family feel. God, it's pretty cruel. It's pretty horrible. Yeah. So obviously, yeah. Obviously thinking of his family, but it's just pretty sad stuff. Luke, and at the start of the latest episode of Midweek Tackle, the start of the episode when they all get very emotional. Yeah, far out. Look, I was wondering if they'd be on tonight, and I saw that they were, so I'll be watching that straight away tonight. And it's just not fair, really. It's just not fair. Yeah. Amusement. Should I get Marcus Bontempelli or Joe Fontempelli? Yeah, that Joe guy goes all right. Maybe go him. Maybe go him. G Money limped into 2 grand finals in Supercoach, but really, why, brother? Sheasel, Houston, Kerner, and my pod Will Day all look to miss. Doesn't matter. I've heard next year it'll be 45 trades. Oh, mate. Yeah, there will be a fair bit of pain, a fair bit of carnage this week. Tried to be prepared as possible, but it's just been a nightmare of a year. I can't wait for next year. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know, but I am looking forward to it. I think that's partially just to get rid of this year. Like, I'm just done with it. I'm over it, mate. Let's have a look at those defenders for that fella. Are there any sort of point of difference ones? Oh, excuse me. Jesus. I think Sinclair's the play for me. I mean, yeah, Jordan Clark dropped off a little bit last week. No one really jumps out at me to be sort of fancy. I think you just go. I think you just keep it simple and go Sinclair, unless you really need something different. Jack, any danger of the fucking Lions making the top 4? I think we're on the ropes. Look, I've still got high hopes for you guys, but the last 2 weeks, it's a bit of a blow, losing matches from clearly winnable positions. So if I had to still predict a grand final, I still would have Sydney and Brisbane. But clearly that second final for Brisbane is going to be so interesting because you just can't see them. They need, well, I guess on percentage, they need Port or the Giants to lose or the Cats. Oh, no, sorry. They're on 54, not 56. So it's just, oh, yeah. So they're not making top 4. Yes, it'll be interesting. So that second final, when ultimately they'll have to travel, that'll be a real tester. Galaxy, new girl at work rocked up to my dodgeball game because we need an extra player. I reckon there's some chemistry there, Shorty. I'll make sure to keep you updated. Yes, let's go. Let's go. I like that. She's 25 and I'm 22, though, so who knows? There you go, mate. Well, if the age is a bit of an issue, just pass on Shorty's details. Good luck to you, mate. That sounds promising. That sounds promising. Where is Carl? I've fallen behind a little bit as per Carl. Dockers, the story, lost basically every close game this year, bar one, and they've been in 14,000 titles. Yeah, well, I think if they miss the 8, which looks likely, it's a disaster. Absolute disaster because they were primed to have a top 4 position and they've just butchered it. So, yeah, that will hurt them a lot. G Money wrecking Dowling comes back for Rankin. Without knowing Adelaide's, seconds overly well, I think he's a pretty good chance because he was playing good footy, half forward type of role. I think he'd be a pretty good chance, but I haven't looked too deep into it. Yanchi, what's going on, mate? How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for popping in, mate. Galaxy holding Rankin through both his injury and his suspension has been brutal. Yeah. I think I'll start him next year. I think he'll be at a good price. The forward line's tough enough. He'll still be a forward. I think I'll start him. But, gee, he's put us through some pain this year. And I didn't even have him through the injury. I just held him through the suspension. So, painful stuff. Magpies got one trade with Sheasel and Houston, so I'll trade Houston. We'll have a donut if Sheasel misses, but we'll be fine if he plays. Be really interesting if he does play. I'll be spewing in a way because it'll just be like another 50-50 call that I got wrong, but you'd be surprised if he played. Like, what's to be gained, really? Um, but yeah, it'd be very interesting to see the teams. G Money sad my Pies won't make the finals, but happy we got to knock Lions out of top 4. Yeah, that was a thriller. Were you there at all, mate? Because that was an absolute thriller game. Luke, the Saints played really well in the second half. They look so good. They just need to keep that brand of football up for the entire season. They do. They do. They're sort of a bit of a side that I feel like when the pressure's off, finals is out of the equation, they take a few more risks and they play with a bit more freedom and a bit of natural dash and dare. But they seem to struggle with that expectation. So, yes, they definitely do need to keep it up for the whole year, but they've certainly struggled to do that for some time. Norwich, let's be thankful that we are still alive, chat, because anything can happen on the road. That's, mate, you're spot on there. And it is a bit dark, but you're right. It is honestly worthwhile being thankful for what we do have because you just never know. I know I sometimes think about, my parents getting older and stuff. You just never know. So you be thankful, and it's always worthwhile telling the people in your life that are important to you how much you do care about them because you just never know. That's pretty deep from Shorty, but it's worthwhile. Hey, Harvey, what's going on, mate? I won the granny. Let's go. Finally won one. Already had 2 tries as at it, and the third prevails, mate. Good stuff. Well played. That's awesome. That's really cool, mate. Well played. How'd you go yourself? Jack, Shorty, have you seen Bradley Close got engaged? Mate, yes, he is doing well for himself, man. He can thank his lucky stars he's a footballer because I don't know if he's that good of a looking bloke, but that is one of the all-time batting above your average performances. That is for sure. Oh, Jeff Short. I've just seen Jeff Short appear in the chat. That's kind of hectic. And I just mentioned my parents. Jesus. We'll get to you in a moment, Jeff. I've just got to, but there you go. There's a little nose itch for you, bro. Carl, time for Chris Scott to pack his bags and finally hand over the reins to Shorty. Players need a bloke they can look up to. Heard Zach Tui retired in protest to the club's refusal. Yeah, get me in. Get me in. I'll play the youth, mate. It's time to turn the page over. Luke, that's good to hear. Tyson appreciated my message. How was the party? Yeah, really good fun. Really good fun. It was plenty of laughs, a few drinks. It was a good night. I enjoyed it, and I know he did as well, and that's what it's all about. Harvey won by a comfortable 4 goals, basically 5 with them kicking one after the siren. Good stuff, mate. Well played. That's awesome. Norwich, you do what you want, Shorty. Thank you. I'm not sure what that was in reference to, but thank you. SuperCoach Pro. Here we go. Hey, bro. I'll go live at 10. Hope you're well. Nice, mate. All right. I'll try and pop in and say g'day. Good to see you. Luke, so you're not going live during the final, Shorty? Did you do your usual lives during the finals last year? I'm pretty sure I stopped in the finals, but look, I might. I'm not going to lock myself in. I might have a break next week because we got the bye. Shorty might have a bye as well, and then we might come back because I do enjoy him. But I just don't want to lock myself into anything just yet. But we'll see how we go. And here he is, Jeff Short. Stop scratching your nose. Well, what is going on, mate? How are you? Let me guess. You're in the lounge room. You're lying down on the couch. You've just been playing bear, mate. Come on, man. If that's true, come on. Norwich, Laura Wood, Glenn McFarlane. I can't believe they're on the midweek tackle, as in why they have to do it, everything that's happened. Yeah, look, I would imagine they would have been given some sort of a choice. Like sometimes, as hard as those situations are, sometimes they do want to go through with it and say their piece on it. So maybe that's what happened. But yeah, I'll watch it myself. Hoodie T, Shorts, Freo will make the 8. Really, mate? So what has to happen for that to actually happen? Basically, you need the Blues to lose. That's probably your best way. Winter, hey, Daniel. Hey, mate, how are you? Good to see you. Luke, yeah, I was so shocked to hear the news of his passing. That's the last thing I was expecting to hear. Yeah, absolutely was. Also, how his Langers. No, Langers is pretty good, mate. He's pretty good. I was on the phone to him yesterday. He was the one who actually told me the news. So yeah, pretty hectic. But nah, he's going well. He's going well. Cheers. Hey, cutie. Hey, mate. What's going on? Look, how far do Hawthorn go in the finals this year, Shorty? I think they'll win their first final. I just feel like they're on a wave, but I still think they'd struggle to beat a top four side away from home. I know how well they're going, but probably honestly, and it pains me to say, and I don't know if this will actually work out, but they would be hoping that they play Geelong because they'll just get to play at the MCG. So I don't know if that'll work in, but and they'll also want to be hoping that they stay seventh or sixth because you don't want to be traveling to Brisbane. So very interesting to see how it pans out, but I think they'll win a final. Magpies, did you hear Josh Roselli set to be omitted tomorrow night? Seriously, wow. I didn't hear that, but imagine that. I love the talk and I love the teeth thing, but you got to back it up. And he's not playing that great. I know he kicked a nice goal, but you know that footage of him sort of shirking the issue, dodging the contact's been shown a bit, and he's just tell you what, if you're going to talk crap, gee, you want to be tough at the footy, and he's just not quite tough at the moment. Luke, I'm so excited for Sunday. Will be very interesting to see how the season ends and who makes it. Yeah, me too. It's going to be a cracker because I think it'll be online or it'll be up for grabs and on the line for most of the weekend, I reckon. All depending, obviously. But yeah, that Freo and Port game, Carlton and St Kilda, it could all be going on. Dogs, Giants. It's a cracker of a Sunday. So yeah, I reckon I might go down to I might stay in Lawn on Saturday night and then just come back, watch a bit of footy. I reckon that'll be the way I approach it. Amusement Sunday, more like stress day. Regardless what happens, will truly never put my emotions in front of my true self. I'll be choosing violence. Dogs in the four. Oh mate, good luck to you. You'll be full stressed. Good luck. And imagine if the Dogs and the Cats meet in the finals, mate. It'll be on between me and you. Norwich, I would get in Daniel Rioli. I think he will go big versus the Suns. Yeah, okay, okay. He might have one of those games where he just really convinces them to pick him up, and he goes nuts. I reckon. Yeah, it would be a left field one, but not the worst. Luke, if Freo doesn't make finals, how long does Longmuir have? Oh, look, I think I don't know his full contract or anything like that, but I think he'll certainly still be there next year. But then if he doesn't make finals next year, then yeah, you'd almost have to feel like he could be gone. A lot of pressure would start to mount. Again, I don't know how long he's signed for, but this year's been interesting. I feel like there's been improvement, but it might not be reflected in a finals performance. So I think there's improvement, but improvement only gets you so far if you're not making finals. So the pressure will mount. Carl, Josh Rochelle, Shorty, love the moxie or pull your head in. Josh, Rory Laird, talking sense or pull your head in and back your teammate in public. Look, I didn't say, what did Rory Laird say? I think I missed that. But honestly, like I said before, I like it. I like seeing that. But you bring the spotlight on yourself and gee, you'd want to perform. So I like to see that. I don't really you get sick of players sort of being robotic and saying the same stuff over and over. So I like a bit of something different, giving a bit of chirp, but um, it just puts a bit of pressure on yourself to perform, and he probably hasn't this year. Joshy Martin, hey Shorty GG about the game. Do you think we have a chance against the Blues? Also, Sheasel is out, I think, syndesmosis. Wow. That's going to hurt a few of them because I know there's a few who still have him. Yes, GG indeed. But no, you're definitely a chance to beat the Blues. Definitely. It's a real 50-50 game. And to be honest, you're probably in better form in a strange way. So, yeah, definitely a red hot chance. Hey, Tiger Rewalt, Shorts, what two of Gorn, Flanders, Zorko, Heaney, Sinclair, or Bont should I VC and C? Look, you've got to have Bontempelli in there. And naturally, I feel like he's the safest C option. He plays on a Sunday. So who could we have before that? It's just a gut feel thing. Something saying Flanders into Bontempelli. That's the way I'm sort of feeling. Luke, I better win the quiz tonight. Go out on a high before the big quiz night. That's it, mate. We normally do the quiz night somewhere around the prelim, but I'll give you plenty of notice. If you haven't done that before, that's when I'll do like maybe 4 or 5 quizzes and we just talk a bit of trash, do some quizzes throughout the night. Amusement. Dear Daniel, happy birthday. Smart, good looking, and a good sense of humor. But enough about me. Hope your day was good. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate it. It's not even my birthday, but I get a happy birthday. So thank you, man. Appreciate that. Norwich, the you do what you want was referring to you not doing. Oh yeah, fair. Thanks, mate. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. I think we'll take the week off and we'll be back. The lives are like my favorite thing to do on the channel, so I think they'll be a bit more frequent than they have been previously in the off season. Jack, Brad the Milkman loves a cheeky Daniel Short in the comments, causing some carnage. Where's Jonas tonight? Yeah, I know. Where is he? Where is he? He's not about. I don't know. No, I'll be tuning in to Brad later tonight. He's a good man. Luke, was Brad at Tyson's party? Do they even know each other? No, he wasn't. That I don't think they've never met. So no, he didn't quite make the invite list. Carl, Sheasel guaranteed out. English likely out. Rankin out. Kerno a question mark. Comben look cook. Houston rubbed out. Reckon Grundy will be rested. He's been running on fumes. Yeah. Look, if Grundy is out, I can cover him with Jackson. But then, yeah, we probably need. So I need Jackson in the forward line. So if Kerno comes back, so honestly, there's a strong chance I cop a 0 or 2 zeros to be honest. But yeah, tough one. It is tough. Magpies, Shorty with Tui retiring, you must sign for Geelong. The club is a better place with a nice mustache. That's it, mate. Maybe I apply for the draft. Get me in. Get me in. Harvey, yeah, I okayed. Oh, I played pretty well. Nailed about 11 tackles for the game as a tallish wingman. Ran about 6 to 7K, so pretty good performance. Nice, mate. Sounds like you played well. Even better, you walk away with the medal, so nicely done. Hey, Jeff is back. Jeff Short. I think the Giants will be premiers, and yes, Close has a Bradman average. Not playing Bear because I'm listening to the great man. Thanks, Chief. Thanks, mate. Giants for the flag. Yeah, look, probably hard to argue. They are playing pretty well. I've got a bit of faith that Sydney might just be able to bounce, but Brisbane still feel like they're arguably the best team in it, but they've butchered themselves with missing top 4. But yeah, crazy scenes. But yeah, we'll come around. Are you guys around Friday night? I reckon me and Tice will come around as well. Hoodie T, we need either Dogs to lose, Giants, Hawks to. We need Giants to lose. Fuck, I'm starting that. Dogs to lose to Giants, Hawks lose to North, or Blues to lose to Saints. Yeah, of course, need a win. I feel as if. Yeah, I don't see the Hawks losing. I feel like Dogs could lose, but they're pretty tough at Ballarat. I think you're really going to be wanting to barrack for the Saints. I reckon that's your best chance. You hang around for the quiz, Jeff? Surely. G Money sure hope Swans don't rest Grundy. He looks cooked after a long season, and they could rest him since their top 2 is locked in. Yeah, I'd feel like they would rest him. Like, I just don't feel like why play him really. I mean, he clearly needs a rest, and they've got it locked away, like you say. So I think it's a pretty strong chance that he gets a rest, which is going to hurt our sides. But Sydney don't give a stuff about our sides, that's for sure. Norwich, Rochelle is a laughing stock. Imagine he gets dropped after he said what he said. Yeah, he'd be hearing about it, mate. He would absolutely be hearing about it. There's no doubts there. Harvey, and me having the grand final prevented me from going Saturday night. Almost turned it off at halftime. There was, but was so happy in the second half and hopefully played like that for the most of the game this week and ruined another team's chances. Well, that's it. I was at an engagement party Saturday, was sort of driving home, had it on the radio. I thought, geez, we're playing all right, because sometimes it can be a nightmare listening to it on the radio. But I'm like, okay, they're just getting the job done. Got home, had me Thai food. I'm like, fantastic. Let's just watch the Cats carry on with it. Maybe lock in a bit of a top 2, top 4. And it was a nightmare. So, yeah, disappointing. But that has been the season for a lot of clubs. You start to think that they're the real deal, playing good footy, and then they throw in a bit of a stinker. So, Magpies, what are the odds we can get the stream over the off-season every 1 to 3 weeks? No pressure, just good fun. How many total tips are you on this year? Definitely a strong chance, mate, because I do enjoy it as well. I think over the off-season, I do enjoy not having that commitment to, because at the moment it's like Sunday review, I'd work on my quiz Monday and Tuesday after work. Wednesday live, Thursday's a big one with the video, and then you've got TikToks as well. So it is nice to not have as much going on, but the lives obviously don't take any prep. So total tips, looks like I'm on 128. What about you? But no, I'm sure we can get the live in relatively. I think we'll keep it, Wednesday, around that 7 o'clock on TikTok, 7:45 on YouTube. So I'll try and give you a heads up, but I might just randomly pop on a Wednesday night. So hopefully we can still have plenty of good chats over the off season. Luke, Shorty, did you see the Port fans showing Joshua Shelley the teeth? Have you seen him on Marmalade? And what do you think of that? Haven't seen that actually, mate. I might have to look it up. Yeah, I might have to check that out. And I know that guy's name. I was hanging out with him during Gather Round. Yeah, really, righto. I know the Marmalade Boys, but I haven't seen that exact thing. Norwich, I will win everything. Here we go, mateys. Lads gearing up for the quiz. Here we go. Won't be too far off. J2, A Shagger, what's going on, mate? How are you? G Money, there's only one thing that beats a girl with an amazing voice, and that's Chris. Oh, wow. That's hectic as. Jesus. Norwich, Shortage along. Here we go. Look, who was at Tyson's party that I know? Oh, my dad was there. Langus was there. And, yeah, honestly, that'll be about it, mate. G Money, with all the carnage, I need the Saints to give Garcia a full game. Played well as sub in the last game, so give him a go. You'd hope they would. You'd think they would. Surely it's about giving opportunity when finals aren't on the line. So, yeah, I'm hoping next year, surely we ditch the sub. Surely, and this is not purely SuperCoach related, but it largely is, ditch the sub. It's ridiculous, not necessary at all. And let's find a better way to do the first few rounds of the season. We don't need all those buys. We don't need opening round. If you want to have an opening round where the interstate teams host it, then just split round one over 2 weekends. Give them the first week, and then why do we need all these buys? It's so frustrating, but that's my hope anyway. Let's put that out to you. Ditch the sub. Carl, what did you think about the Port supporter Powder Puff who sooked it up about Matt Crouch flicking his cap off and crying assault after he had given Crouch an absolute rinsing over the fence? Again, I missed that. I might have to catch up to speed with some of the footy coverage, but generally speaking, I think it's a bit hypocritical. I mean, you see fans say all sorts of terrible shit over the fence, and then a little bit comes back. I mean, if he's just flicked his cap off, I mean, come on, there's not much in that. But who knows in this modern world? Who knows? You got to be careful out there. Luke, every time I back a VC on Friday, it lets me down. Big of a Saturday night into Bond, but I'm sure it will backfire to me for switching it up. Yeah, okay. Look, Bontempelli's a pretty safe bet, but I'm feeling a bit of Nick Dacos on Friday night. I'm feeling like he could really launch into it. Jack, I feel the most carnage is always at the end of the season. I may have 4 to 5 out this weekend. English, Sheasel, Houston, Kerno, and Rankin. Yeah, it has not been kind to us at all, has it? Has not been kind. But again, it's sort of unavoidable. I mean, we get more trades and we use them, and then we're still left hanging. It's sort of that nature of it, isn't it? That we get more trades, we be more aggressive, but we still get left short. So it's a bit random, isn't it? G Money, what percentage of teams start Cherry in the ruck next year? I think he'll probably be pretty popular. Like, he'll be one of the more popular rucks. I love him, but is he going to be a bit too expensive to start? Like, he's only had the one really good year. I think he'll be here to stay, but I was looking at the rucks for next year. If Tom de Koning can be the main guy, I like him, and I feel like Toby Conway. Reece Stanley should retire. I reckon we're a long way out, but could we do a bit of mid-price madness in the ruck? I don't know. Because I feel like Gawn, Grundy, English, I don't know. Those tried and true, I'm not liking as much, but Magpies is on 125 tips. No, pretty solid. That's pretty solid. Carl wanted to start Cherry this year, was on him all preseason till Peanut Grundy gave Max a bath in round 0. Season-defining miss. Yeah, I think Cherry's All-Australian. I agree. And, yeah, it's so frustrating because I like Cherry a lot too, and nothing hurts more than being a big fan of a guy, not getting on board them for whatever reason, team structure, affordability, and then seeing them do what you knew they could do. You sort of feel like everyone else is enjoying it, and you're like, oh, I was on him before you even knew who he was, and now I'm not even on him. Like. So I think next year I'm still going to do plenty of planning, but I'm gonna go with the gut a bit more. Just if I like a player, then I'm going with him. Like, I want to start Luke Davies-Uniacke. Stuff doing all the analysis. If I want to go with him, we're going with him. Luke, I'll send it to you after the stream. All right, mate. Thank you. Harvey, will you tip the Saints this week? I'm leaning towards them. I was looking at it before and my gut was like Carlton, but I need to make up some tips, and I think they're probably one of the better upset picks for the round. So 50-50. I'll have a look at the team, see how many players Carlton get back, but I reckon they're a really good upset chance. No. J-Tube, I'll reach peak towiness when I get a shorty live notification. Too much testosterone gets released. Well, that's a real honest appraisal, and thank you. I appreciate that. Luke, was that Chook guy there, or have you totally lost contact with him? No, don't see him as much anymore. He's still in our draft league, but no, I haven't seen him as much of late. Oh, here's Dad. Jeff says, we'll miss the quiz as haven't played Bear for an hour. Come on, man. That stupid Bear. He'll still be there. We'll be home Friday, so may have to film another Dumbo episode. Total tips 117, so 11 behind. I'm still a chance. Do we count finals? Well, all right, we can count finals, but I don't think you'd catch up even still, all due respect. But sounds good. I'll see you Friday, but I'm sensing a bit of you're a bit scared of the quiz, mate. I mean, you're going off playing your little bear game. I mean, don't let Luke intimidate you. I mean, come on board the quiz, mate. Show us your stuff. Norwich mascot also got attacked or something. Yeah, I heard that before. Bizarre. Jono, g'day, shorty. How are you, mate? I miss watching these live streams. Well, good to see you, mate. I miss seeing your name pop up. Gee, I did have a laugh at that message you sent me. I didn't know where it was going at first, but gee whiz, you boys played well. Norwich, is Jeff Short your dad? Yes, that is my dad, mate. That is him. He hasn't tuned in for a little while, but he has popped up. Luke, how does North go next year, shorty, and how does Richmond go next year? I think one's going up, one's going down. They can't go much further down, but I think North will start to really knock off some scalps and play much better. Where Richmond, yeah, they're in for some pain. I think they'll win the wooden spoon and absolutely rebuild. So Norwich Studios on 155. With all due respect, I don't believe that. I'd like a bit of a screenshot, and I don't know if that counts some sort of joke around or bonus tips or something. But the leader in my league's 130, and they've had an outstanding year. So I don't think he's naturally on 155. Luke, I'm on 129. Tips should be on more because I've gone a few risky ones. Yeah, they're the ones that kill you when you try to make it up. And the ones you think about doing the upset and it doesn't, you're like, oh, they're hard to pick. They're hard to pick. Yeah, fair call, Jack. Fair call. J Turp got an inside scoop from the Gold Coast Suns. Hit us, mate. What do you got? Magpies ever going to use the Insta account again? I think I did like one post. I barely use my own Instagram account. Nah, probably not. I think I'm not a huge social media guy, so I think having TikTok, having YouTube for the channel, it's about enough. I try to minimize my phone use as much as I can. TikTok's not great for that, but yeah, I don't really want to be checking too many platforms if I can avoid it. So that one might just rest over there quite silently. Carl, Shorty dropping with all due respect on Shorty Senior. Shots fired. I know. Is he still in here to defend himself? I haven't seen him pop back up. Josh, are you tipping Richmond or Suns? Also, I'm going to Melbourne v Collingwood in the Saints game. Nice, mate. That's a good weekend then. I'll definitely be tipping Gold Coast. I just can't see the Tigers winning. I mean, they're struggling, but yeah, you never know. Suns struggle to travel. I know they got up last time. But even still, you're just not sure how much you can trust them. Oh, here we go. Here's the scoop. J2. Rioli joining the Suns on a 4-year deal around $850K. He'll be good for SuperCoach teams next year finding a new role. Yeah, he definitely could. Like, it's not like he represents too much value because he's had a reasonable year this year. How does he slot in with someone like Will Powell? You'd imagine Sam Flanders stays in the midfield, but he's got an average of 92. So there's scope, but I don't know. I just wonder, will his departure have more of an impact on Jaden Short? Now, we've seen him have some fantastic SuperCoach years. This year hasn't been one of them. An average of 80. The previous 3 years, all 98 and a 96 before that. Now, some of this has been injury affected, but he's certainly been less of the guy. I wonder if he does take on that real halfback, taking all the kickouts, he might be in my starting side. Jono, feel free to play the audio on the stream if you want. Yeah, I might later, mate. My phone's over there, bloody charging. But yeah, I might have to one time. Jack, Richmond need a huge rebuild. They are cooked. Yeah, they definitely. If they're on the downward curve, you feel like they've still got a bit of bottoming out to do. So, going to be tough, but they've had a pretty good run. So these things happen. Harvey, got to go have a shower. Can you wait for me and hold the quiz? Yeah, that's fine, mate. How long do you take the shower? Personal question, but I'll probably put the code out at around 1:45, and I'm sure he'll be back by 10:02. Techie, I'm cooked, mate. So are all of us, my friend. I think we've all got some serious troubles going on. And maybe that doesn't extend just to SuperCoach, but I think it's going to be pretty tough. I think it is going to be tough. Oh, Jeff, that is savage. Jesus Christ. Jeff with absolutely no chill. Norwich Studi counts the games that he believes are rigged. Jeez. I have no comment for that. Jeez. Yeah, there it is, Magpies. That's the one. Carl, Pies Shorty, bounce back next year or circling the drain? Lots of old hands, another year closer to retirement. Young blokes don't seem to be putting their hand up super hard. Yeah, I'm probably more in the bottom half of the 8 situation. I think they're better than what they've produced this year. It is proving hard to defend the flag. I think you'll see a similar response like Geelong. I think the Cats are top 4, but we're not a top 4 side, I don't think. I feel like we're the 6th best side around there. I think Collingwood will be similar. They'd want to see a bit more from their youngsters coming through, but I think they're too good to miss the 8 again. It's tough to make it, though, so I think they'll be in around that 6 to 12 mark, but I think it'd be more around your 6 to 9 sort of mark. Luke, I'm level with Langers in Tyson's tipping comp. I need to go a few risky tips to finish first. Wow. You thinking Saints then? That's probably the best upset one for mine. J2 toured the Gold Coast headquarters when they played against Brisbane in round 10. Yeah, it sounds like a done deal. Been hearing a bit of that talk. So, yeah, they're going to be pretty light on for experience, the Tigers, aren't they? But it'll be good for the Tigers in a way because they'll get draft picks and they need that. Luke, but the thing is probably won't pay off. Well, yeah, I always think don't search for an upset because Langers might be thinking the same. He might go for an upset, and if you just play it safe, honestly, just pick who you think is going to win. I don't know what the margin's doing, but yeah, there's Jeff's comment. Absolutely savage. Look, I'm going to put the quiz code out in a moment, and I'm expecting Jeff Short himself. Who have you won the quiz before, Dad? I feel like you did win the quiz one day. Anyway, let's go find it. Carl Studi, the fella who went DR. Yeah, that's the one. Yep. Magpies Dan Rioli will be great for draft. Yeah, I think so. Good call. Techie, Jagger Smith going to average 100. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to our old mate Bailey Smith coming along to the Cats. That's going to be exciting. I think he'll be a very popular Supercoach selection. I don't know why this saves my password sometimes and then not other times. It's very frustrating. Fuck me. There we go. Finally got in. J2, Jaden Short been shocking this year. Wouldn't go with him. His kicking has taken a real backward step. Yeah, you've obviously watched him closer than me. Is he still playing halfback, just not getting as much ball, or has he had a positional change? Like, what's the go? Jono, LDU to the Saints. Thoughts? I don't reckon he'll get there. I don't think he'll get there. I feel like North have shown enough in this second half of the year that he'll stay and he'll be loyal. But that'd be huge for you guys if he could. Luke, does Richmond go winless next year, Shorty? No. Look, the comp's way too close. There's not that big of a gap. I know they'll struggle, but they'll still have a day against a team who's 5 or 10% off, and they'll get it done. So I don't think they'll go winless. Chuck the code out. Obviously, we're jumping onto Blooket. Norwich, let's go. How long do you take to have a shower in the poll? Yeah, done. Done deal. Now, I would sit probably in the 5 to 10 range, I reckon. But sometimes definitely 10 plus. All right. Where's this code? 8426353. 8426353. Is that what I said? 6353. Cool. Yeah, he's got some interesting tips, that's for sure. Luke sitting 15,000th in my second year. Any good? Yeah, mate, that's pretty good to be honest. Like second year round, you're obviously in the mix. So it's pretty tough to finish right up there. It's so competitive these days. So yeah, hopefully keep cracking in, mate. Be back next year. Jack reckons LD. He'd be great for the Saints. I wonder if he can get him though. J2, being a Tiger supporter, if we're going to bottom out, let's do it properly. Not trying to hold on to any sentimental players. Yes, they've been great for us, but all good things must come to an end. And I agree. Like, I think It's hard to see players go, but be aggressive. Get those draft picks when players have like they've still got currency. So I don't mind that approach, but it is hard seeing champions at different clubs. Gee, we've got some people who love a 10-minute or 5 to 10. That's a 5 to 10. Carl, I'm on 218 in the tipping. Um, then I count all the ones I get wrong as right, the ones I get right as right, and a sprinkle in the odd bonus points. Oh, I like it. LDU and Steelers at GI. That'd be pretty saucy, mate. That'd be pretty nice, Jono. Techie, his short kicking is awful. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll be very interested to see how he looks next year. I don't mind him as an option, but obviously I haven't watched him as closely as you guys. Jeff, only gone in once, very close, but no cigar. Crack the shits after that. Come on, mate. Get in there. Get back into it. Jack, whoops, forgot to delete my search history on the computer. Typed in P, getting ready for the quiz, and some other sites popped up. Jeez. Yeah, righto. I wonder. Yeah, okay. I wonder what that might have been. Interesting. Interesting. Incognito mode, my friend. You got to be careful. J2, real cheap footy for Shorty this year. Just receives a lot of kickouts, 10 metres sideways, and chip kicks in. Not really any damaging possessions. And when he does, he turns it over. Yeah, no doubt he's been off this year, but sometimes with the renewed role, he's the main guy. He'll be one of the more experienced ones down there. Again, we're a long way out, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's a real talking point next year. Magpies, imagine LDU goes to the Saints and DeGoey went a year or two ago. Then he was rumoured to want a midfield. Yeah, DeGoey, LDU and Steele. That'd be pretty impressive. I mean, the Saints need something like that, don't they? But I don't know. I just feel like LDU will stay, but we'll wait and see. Wait and see. Luke, Langus margin's 595. Mine is 662. Okay, so yeah, we're not making that up. Yeah, maybe you take a risk. What time are we starting the quiz, Shorty? Probably about 8:50. I wouldn't mind seeing Harvey's name pop back up because I did say I'd wait for him. Unless he's back in. So we got 14 in the quiz. We'd love to get that over 20. Magpies, pretty random, but do you follow the Big Bash? Not closely. Like I'll occasionally have it on, but not so much. I love my test cricket more. But yeah, not something I follow super close. Like I wouldn't say I'm follow a team passionately or anything, but it's good to just chuck on and have on the background sometimes. Techie James Tresize could be good for Supercoach. Okay, well, talk me through him. He's young Tiger backline player. Is that right? G Money has an LD already committed to North. I'm not too sure. I can't remember. I just presumed off the talk that he hadn't, but maybe. Zayden, what's your favorite movie? Ooh. Gee, that's tough. I like scary movies. The Strangers is probably one of my favorite scary movies. Freaks me the shit out, but I mean, it's such a classic, boring thing to say. But like, what's that bloody movie? Oh no, it's such a classic that I've forgotten it. Oh man, give me one sec. Shawshank Redemption. It's a classic, but it's a classic for a reason. I remember watching that. It was pretty cool. Shutter Island as well. That's pretty cool. J2, that's loose. Jack sent you a message on TikTok, but hello. Oh, mate. All right, we might be coming over to Norway. Thank you, mate. I'll talk to you soon. Luke, just randomly wondering, Shorty, were both your sisters at Tizio's party? Yes, they were, mate. Whole family was there. J2, Jacob Blight as well, one to watch for Supercoach next year. Yeah, he bit of hype about him this year, but didn't quite come to fruition. Oh, and there's Harvey. There you go. Yes, you were the you were the reason. Someone said, "All right, go. Let's do the quiz thing." You are the the poll for the showers was definitely you, mate. Bay 13. Oh, mate, I do like the Notebook. Not going to lie, G Money. There is definitely a place in my heart for the Notebook. Yeah, love actually. Don't mind a bit of a rom com, mate. You know, we like a bit of a bit of a deep movie. Techie Tresize is averaging 56 with Dan and Short at half back. Okay. So maybe a bit of an increase if Rioli goes. Harvey, oh, yep, we answered that one. Jack, if you like scary movies, have you seen A Quiet Place? I actually haven't. Yes, I should see that. Anyone seen the new Alien movie that came out? That looked pretty hectic. Carl, reckon the shower is Harvey playing mind games, psychological. Wow, yeah, you could be right. He might just be messing with us. So where did the showers land? Most in the 5 to 10. No one with a less than 2-minute shower, and I respect that. But 30% of you guys showering over 10 minutes. Respect. All right, we won't be far off starting the quiz then because we've got all hands on deck. J-Tube, I reckon we do a shorty live Tinder session. Well, that could be dangerous, but Jeff, battery power down very low, so we'll have to wait for next year. Also, Jinx and Comet are due for their shampoo. Oh, mate, it's 2024, bro. Just get your bloody charger, mate, and charge your damn phone. Oh, God. Now, that is psychological warfare there, right there from Jeff. Luke, was Caitlin at the party? No, it doesn't know Ty super well, but see you, Zayden. We'll see you later, mate. All right, let's just put up a quick poll because he's run away from the quiz. Is Jeff scared of the quiz? I'd love to know your thoughts. Jeff Long. All right, let's start this quiz, hey? I reckon we get it going. I'm giving him one last. What's your favorite? Yeah, that's true, Jono. That is true. Oh, Harvey. Carl just jokes, respect the right to shower. I saw the love actually comment, Jono. Yeah, trust me, I haven't forgotten that one. Have not. Wow, it's 100% yes. Gee whiz. All right, we've got 18 in there. I reckon that's the best we're gonna get. Good luck, guys. Quiz starting now. I reckon that. In Collingwood's comeback victory, which players kicked the final 3 goals? There is your variation of names. There's a lot of names in there, but yeah, they are in order. I reckon most of you just get this one right. It was, of course, Schultz, and then McCreary. 13 of you is getting that right. And in quickest was Matty, Shorty F6, Josh M, Studi equals Flog, and Techie in 5th. Good start. Question 2. How many goals did Sam Darcy kick on the weekend? 7, 8, 4, or 5? Boom, they're not mucking around. 17 got that right. He kicked 7. Shorty F6, Studi, Matty, Shorty's True Love, and Ozjam. So Matty should stay on top. I was second, so Shorty F6 on top. Josh M and Libba into the top 5. Question 3. How many goals did Hawthorn kick in the first quarter against Richmond on Sunday? They kicked 9 goals, 3 in the first term. 9 of you is getting that right. Techie, Lukey Mack, Josh M, Harvey, and Studi's tips. So Techie moves to second. Shorty F6 on top. Josh, Lukey Mack, and Maddie in 5th. Question 4. Without Kerno or Mackay, Brody Kemp stood up and kicked 4 goals on Sunday. How many goals had he kicked in his career prior to this match? Primarily a defender, so prior to this, had he kicked 0, 8, 2, or 10 goals in his career? Excuse me. He'd kicked just the 2. Nice. Okay, I thought a few might stump on that, but well played. Just the 2 goals. In fastest was Maddie, Harvey, Riz, Libba, and Lukey Mack. So Maddie and Lukey Mack might be movers there. Maddie's on top. Techie, Josh M, Lukey Mack, and Shorty F6. He must have got that one wrong. Brutal. Question 5. Ben Brown retired this week. Which team did he kick his bag of 10 goals against? Gold Coast, GWS, Port Adelaide, or North Melbourne? I still can't even pitch this game when he kicked 10. Crazy. Be interesting to see how many get this right. Yeah, so I really split him. He kicked it against Port Adelaide. So only 6 got that right, and the top 5 quickest were Josh M, 2 in a row. Yep, Lukey Mack, Shorty's Plums, and Studi's Tips. So Lukey Mack, he'll be up there. So will Josh M. Josh M goes to the top, and Lukey Mack second. Matty, Techie, and then Heaney in 5th. Question 6. Despite losing the match, Essendon had the top 5 ball winners on the ground against Sydney. Who had the most disposals for the match? Dill Shield, Jai Caldwell, Andrew McGrath, or Nick Martin? Very well behaved, Dad. We try. I'll see you later. It was Nick Martin, had the 32, I think it was. 11 got that right. Maddie, Josh M, Libba, Pigeon, and Studi's Tips. So Maddie's fighting back there. She is second, and Josh M on top. Looking back third, Studi's Tips, and Shorty F6. They were equal 4th. So it's still anyone's quiz because it is pretty close at the top. The Cats delivered a dismal second half, losing to St Kilda after leading by a game high. How many points? So what was the highest that we got out and then choked it up? Was it 36, 33, 29, or 30? Unfortunately, we were out by 33 points. Nice. 13 got it right out of the 17. Fastest was Studi equals Flog, 2 in a row. Libba, Harvey, and Techie. So Libba might fight back. Techie's around the mark. He's 5th. Josh M, Lukey Mack, Matty, and Studi's Tips. Question 8. Which of these Rising Star winners played the most games for their career? Reece Palmer, Daniel Talia, Jared Rivers, or Lewis Taylor? A couple of random names there, but who played the most games in their career? It is a 2-horse race. I just picked these names out randomly, ones that are a bit obscure, and I would have got this wrong, actually. So I'm pretty sure it was Talia, but I thought Rivers played more than he did. But yeah, Talia played 200 on the dot, and I think Rivers was about 190. So 10 of you's got that right. Libba, Shorty F6, Josh M, 2 in a row, and Shorty's Plum. So this is getting close now. Up the top is Josh M. He's got a good lead. Libba, Lukey Mack, Techie, and Studi's Tips, but he's got a good lead. But if he drops one, it could really tighten up. Of Jesse Hogan's 3 clubs, which has he played the most games at? Melbourne, Fremantle, Giants. And, well, if you really want to throw the towel in, you can select blank. And this was really tight. Really tight. It's a real toss of the coin. Be interesting to see which way it goes because I'm pretty sure it was the Giants. Yes, the Giants. And gee, it's close. It might have been a few games in it. Shorty's True Love, Pigeon, 2 in a row. Josh M and Heaney Enjoyer. So 2 in a row must be, he's 4th. Josh M, he's extending. Libba, Lukey Mack, Shorty's Plums. So he's about 40 points clear. Question 10. Which of these Lions midfielders has played the most games? Hugh McCluggage, Cam Rayner, Jared Berry, or Josh Dunkley? Again, pick these out. Again, would have got this wrong, personally. Be interesting to see the split on this one. So, yeah, I was surprised to see that it is actually Hugh McCluggage who played the most. And, yeah, there you go. 2 got it right. I thought it was Josh Dunkley as well. But, yeah, Hugh McCluggage. Heaney Enjoyer and Jack B. So, can they move? Where are they? The top of the leaderboard doesn't stay. But Heaney Enjoyer, that's huge. He goes up to 2nd. Question 11. It'll take some catching for Josh. Aside from Sydney, which top 8 team has the best percentage? For those wondering, Josh Dunkley has played 162. Hugh McCluggage has played 177. All right, best percentage aside from Sydney. I'm pretty sure from memory it was Brisbane or the Dogs. Can't remember. It was the Dogs. 11 got that right. So was Josh one of them? 2 in a row. Studi, Riz, Pigeon. Josh was. He got it right. That's all he needs. He's going to be hard to catch. 2 in a row, moves into second. Liver, Heaney, Shorty's Plum. So I don't know if we can catch him. Josh might take this out here. Question 12. Which of these players did not have 40 disposals on the weekend? Tom Green, Zach Butters, Paddy Cripps, or Andy Brayshaw? So some big performances in here, but one of them did not quite have the 40. In fact, he had 35. He was best on ground, but just 35 for Paddy Cripps. And he was the man we were looking for there. So in third place is Shorty's Plums. Second is 2 in a row. Yep. A strong winner there. He was hard to catch. Well played, mate. Nicely done. He had 11 right out of the 12. So did Shorty's Plums. Then we had Lukey Mack, fourth, Techie, Libber, Shorty F6, Heaney, Enjoyer, Studi's a flog, Pigeon, Riz. It says Maddie and Harvey left early. I hope they weren't kicked out. We've been getting some that are just getting kicked out. I don't really know why, but yeah, there you go. I got kicked. Mate, I don't know why. I'm sorry, but yeah, I don't know why it does that, but yeah. Tex, we're doing another one. Only just joined the live. Look, do people want to do another? I can pull one out from somewhere. I don't know how relevant it'll be, but I can have a look through the archives. Do people want to give it another crack? I don't. Like I said, it won't be super relevant, but Carl, oh no, the back nine didn't treat him well. Re-stump, rewire, replumb. That's it. That's it. Do the same quiz to test the memory. No, I don't know about that. It seems a bit easy. Look, I'll go. So I won't be able to do an actual weekly quiz because it always has a bit tied back to the week just gone by. So last year on my quiz night, I had the finals so far with 18 questions. So you could do a finals one. Season round by round to be a bit hard. I had jumper numbers, 16 questions, but some of them may have changed. I had 12 questions on the coaches. And I also had who has the most goals / games. So 4 options, you pick the most. So any suggestions there? Or on other quiz nights I had a Mr. September, so that must be finals related. I'll just search quiz night. 2 years ago, I had another numbers one with 28 questions, medals, 12 questions. The round by round will be a bit tough because, again, it's not relevant. All right, I've had, well, Tex asked for it, so we've had another one ask for jumper numbers, so let's do that. All right, Tex, you tell me, mate. You tell me. Jumper numbers, what do you reckon? Because that actually has a few questions too. Where's that one? Oh yeah, jumper numbers has 16 questions. Let me have a bit of a look at it. See you, Norwich. Thanks, mate. All right, we'll do the jumper one. Just got to find it now. All right. So, for context, this quiz was made at the end of last year. So, that's where you got to take your mindset. It's still the same. There may be some that have changed, but 462. Baslenka, what's going on? You're just in time for the second quiz. 0996. It's the end of the season. You guys are, if you're still with me now, then you're one of the absolute faithful. So I appreciate that. So let's give the people what they want. A second quiz. We dive in the archives. Let's give it a crack. So jump on. I'll give you a couple of minutes. See you, G Money. Thanks, mate. Yeah, you too. Silver Pigeons in the house. Carl. How many questions does the quiz have? 16. 16 questions, this one. We got 9 in there. We got 19 in the chat. Come on, let's get it to 15. Come on. Up to 13. Nice. And I was wearing that pig hat last time. Do I get a random ass hat for this quiz? See what I can find. Gee, we're running a bit low on the battery. What would your porn star name be? I mean, Daniel Long would be original. Chuck it on, Shorty. All right, I'll find which one. What do we got? Man, where's the pig? Oh, there's the pig. I mean, you got to keep things interesting here. So, sure, you living legend. So here we go. Last week we saw the pig, right? Oh, what? The pig's like dead. Fucking hell. Jesus, the inside of the pig. I got something in my mouth. Fuck. Fucking pig. You bastard. What the hell? Anyway, that's the pig. J2. Or do we give you a bit of the shorty just down the coast, just having a good time, or I mean, you tell me. You tell me. What do I think about the Blue Boys, Joel? Look, they probably should have done better this year, I think. Yeah, the pig has seen better days for sure. Yeah, I feel like being 8th, they should have done better. They should have done better. All right, we'll start this quiz soon, but I need to know. All right, what do you want to see? Do you want a spinny hat? Where's that pig? Bucket hat or the slightly dismembered pig? Please cast your votes. Oh, it's the spinny hat. Oh, no, it's dropping quickly. Also, we got 13 in the quiz. I reckon we can get that to 15. Trying to comprehend what I'm looking at. Look, things get a little loose towards the end. Tidy work, Shorty, as always. Thanks, Carl. People's Jam lifted the game on the line late. Will the live stream home? Thank you, Carl, mate. It's always a pleasure when you pop in. Definitely some of the most articulate and amusing comments, that is for sure. This quiz will start when we hit an hour and 17 on the live, so another minute and a half. You too, Carl. Good luck, mate. Where you find the quiz, JP, jump on a Blook It, mate. And then the code's just a couple of comments above. Harry got 4 DMPs this week. Oh, yeah, right. Kerno, Combin, Houston, Sheasel. Hopefully English is back. I don't know if he'll be back. We cross the fingers. We can cross the fingers, but if there's any latecomers to the quiz, please jump on. This one's 16 questions, all about jumper numbers. Also, if you want to cast your vote as to what hat Shorty wears for this final quiz, because it's the last week of the year, things are getting pretty rowdy. Please cast your vote. J2, case of the Sunday scaries on Wednesday. Mate, today was a rough day. No, it wasn't a rough day. It's just busy. I just felt a bit gassed. I was a bit cooked. So I did get home and I had a mini nap, and I thought, look, let's just cut it a bit loose on the live, My job's, pretty, I guess, serious and heavy sometimes, so it's nice to just loosen it up a bit. All right, we're going to start this one in a second. What is one? Pig, 19%. Bucket hat, 19%. But the spinny hat and sunnies is a clear winner. Wow. Yeah, does, mate. Yeah, the cruiser. I got a little guava going on. Oh, thanks, Jono. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. Best middle name going out there. Yes, Lana, definitely. 100%. That'd be awesome. That'd be an absolute treat. Hope you're going all right too, mate. I'll be looking forward to catching up with you tomorrow. J2. All right, let's start this quiz. And if this ain't the most rowdy setup you've seen on Shorty SuperCoach, then I don't know what is. Again, this is from last year. Who wears number 12 for the Crows? Rory Laird, Darcy Fogarty, Jordan Dawson, Josh Rochelle. Now, this one hasn't changed because it is, of course, Jordan Dawson. Nice, 13 if he's got that right. The tint on these things ain't ideal, but Harvey, Liver, Jack B, Pigeon, and I love Shorty. That's very cute. Thank you, mate. There is your top 5. Question 2. I'll try and predict if it's changed since the last year as soon as I can for you. But which of these players wears an even number? Canelio, McCluggage, Liberatore, or Steele? Wow, look at that, J2. I'm not going to get one wrong. I've got no recollection of how easy or hard this quiz is. The first 2 seem relatively straightforward. Hugh McCluggage is the go. I think Canelio, does he wear what? Is he number 3? Pigeon, Heaney Enjoy back-to-back Cripper, and Shorty's fella. So in first is the Pigeon, Harvey, Jack back-to-back, and Heaney Enjoy in at number 5 there. Question 3. Of these players, who has played the most matches with the number 22 on their back? So again, this is probably one that may have differed because some of these guys have played more footy in the 22 this year. So I don't know if that helps. But Todd Goldstein, Luke Bruce, Mitch Duncan, Steele Sidebottom. Remember, some of these guys may have worn a different number. I know Bruce wore 47 at a time. Did Goldie always wear 22? I can't remember, but I'd be guessing Goldstein. Oh, only 2 went. Hey, I got my own question right, did you? But that really splits us up. Only two to get it right was Harvey and back to back. So Harvey, he'll be on top for sure, I reckon. And he is. Back to back Pigeon, Jack B, and Heaney Enjoyer remains in fifth because only two got it right. So most stayed the same. Question 4: which of these players does not wear the number 50? Ben Brown, Jai Farah, Morris Rioli, and Marlon Pickett. Again, I don't know if does Farah still, or am I giving tips away? I don't know. I'm going to stay out of it. I'll let you guys decide. I was thinking it would be Rioli. Yes, Morris Rioli. 8 of you got that right. I love Shorty, Harvey, back-to-back, Shorty F6, and Lukey Mack. So Harvey just extending the lead. He's on 62, 11 clear of second, and 20 clear of third of Pigeon. Question 5. In 2017, for a one-off match, some Indigenous players wore which number during the Sir Doug Nicholls round? So take your mind back. This had significance, this number, as well as to why they wore it in that round. But was it 55, 70, 61, or 67? Going to try and guess my own quiz right. I'm pretty sure 67. 9 of you are with me, and it was 67. I love Shorty, so he's making a run for it back-to-back. Lukey Mack, Shorty F6, and Pigeon. So this could tighten things up. Did Harvey get it right? Back-to-back goes on top, so he didn't. Wow, bit of a turn there. Question 6. What number did... Did I just give this away earlier in the quiz? This is the harm with not knowing what questions are coming up. What number did Luke Bruce debut in? And if you're listening to me before, you will get this right. Ah, God damn. He wore number 47. And some of you aren't listening to me. Come on. 5 people got it wrong. I said it 2 minutes ago. Shorty F6. I love Shorty back-to-back. Harvey and Cripper. So things will tighten up here, I think. 6 points between Harvey and back-to-back on top. I love Shorty Pigeon and Shorty F6 in number 5 there. Question 7. Which of these players wears the highest number? I don't reckon any of these guys changed numbers. So Tom Green, Chad Warner, Adam Chera, or Caleb Sarong. Josh Martin's back-to-back. Holy moly. So he is serious when he says that. If you go back-to-back here, that would be a real impressive feat. Tommy Green. Nice. 9 of you got that right. Jack B, back-to-back. Harvey, I love Shorty and Shorty's fella. So it's a real shootout between back-to-back. He's 8 points clear of Harvey. Then I love Shorty's fella, and Jack B, my Norwegian wingman. We love that. Which of these players does not wear the number 24? Tom Powell, Dane Rampy, Denver Granger Barras, or Jacob Hopper? I'm wondering if anything's changed here. I would go with Hopper. 10 of you agree with me? Yep, we're on the money there. He's 22, isn't he? Shorty's fella, back-to-back. Harvey, I love Shorty F6. So the cream is rising to the top here. Back-to-back. Harvey, I love Shorty's fella, and Shorty F6. So this is a clear top 5 now. Can anyone break into it? What number does West Coast Jaden Hunt wear? 5, 15, 25, or 35? Don't think we've had a change. I'll give you my answer when it hits 0. But I'm going to say he wears number 5. 11 of you are with me. That gives me the confidence. Number 5. Cripper, Texie. There we go. Shorty's fella. Back-to-back. And Heaney Enjoyer. So back-to-back. Harvey, I love Shorty's fella. And Jack B breaks back into the 5. Nice. Question 10. Which of these players wears the highest number? Hunter Clark, Ryan Clark, Greg Clark, or Jordan Clark? Is Greg Clark even on a list anymore? I don't even know. I'm going to have to think here. Ryan Clark. I feel like, did he get delisted as well? I'll wait for the time to run down. But I'm going to go. I feel like Greg Clark. 42? Yeah, it was Greg Clark. Nice. But only 4 got that right, so this will really spice things up. Shorty F6, Pigeon back-to-back gets it, and Lukey Mack. So back-to-back is now 30-odd points clear. Shorty F6 retains that top 5 spot. Question 11. Only one of these players wears an odd number. Who is it? Nick Larkey, Charlie Curnow, Jesse Hogan, or Tom Hawkins? So when I do my quiz night in a few weeks, I'll have something like this and probably round by round. So I'll normally do like 4 or 5 quizzes and we'll just talk a bit of trash, do a quiz, 10 minutes, do a quiz, So yeah, gives you a bit of an idea for it. Gee, I reckon we've only got 8 still playing. There's only about 8 answers. Jack B, Shorty F6, Harvey, and Shorty's fella. So no back-to-back. So Harvey creeps back to within 14. Shorty's fella, Shorty F6, and I love Shorty. There's a lot of Shorty going on there. But question 12, what number did Jeremy Cameron wear at the Giants? 5, 12, 18, or 24? Now, I do remember this one. Carl's comment, that's gold. Yeah, if there's not some serious screenshot material out of this look, then I don't know. Number 18, he did indeed. 8 got that right. Quickest was Harvey, Pigeon, Texie, Shorty's fella, and Heaney and Joy. So Harvey, he's cutting the margin. He's on top. Wow, that's huge. Takes top spot. Back to back, we'll be looking for a response here. Question 13. Ben Cousins ended his career with Richmond wearing what number? 32, 9, 35, or 12? This is another one that I do remember as well. He did come back with the number 32 on his back. Question 7 got that, or numbers, 7 of you's got that right. Who was the fastest? Was it Harvey? Was it back-to-back? It was Pigeon, Texie, Shorty's fella, and Lance Bananas in there. We love that. So how does that affect the top? Harvey, Shorty's fella, and Pigeon close in. Jack B's hanging around too. So 3 questions left. Still anyone's game. Question 14. Which of these Dockers wears the lowest number? Luke Ryan, Hayden Young, Michael Walters, or Luke Jackson? All right, I've locked in my answer. I'm going to go with my mate Luke Jackson. Only 3 went it. Am I right? Yeah, there we go. I mean, I've got a slight advantage. I've done the quiz, but it was a year ago. Harvey, here we go. Lukey Mac, Jack B. I love Shorty. Harvey extends the lead. He is 26 points clear. Lukey Mac makes his appearance in the top 5. Question 15. Who wears number 5 for the Hawks? Now, I'm hoping back-to-back has not been kicked out because it's unusual for him to not get an answer right here. Oh, no, he says crash. Did that mean... Oh, God. Why does this crash? It pisses me off. Well, number 5 is... That's an easy one. That's Warple. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why it crashes. Very frustrating. I don't know if it's your guys' internet or if it's Blooker. I don't know. But let me know back to back. Did you get booted or what's going on? Because Harvey, he's going to take this out, and I feel like we had a fantastic head-to-head battle going on there. And if Blooker has destroyed it, that hurts. Which of these players did not wear number 14? Well, no one can catch Harvey. Ridley wears 14. Weller wears 14. Mills wears 14. So it must be Liam Jones. So I can't remember. Does he wear 19? I Can't remember what he wears. All right. Question, or in third place, I should say, is back to back. Takes it out. The Walrus there. Quick look over the final standings. Oh, no. It did kick him out. Oh, no. That's so disappointing. Fuck. Jack B, Shorty F6, Pigeon, Lukey Mac, Heaney, I Love Shorty, Cripper, Lance, Texie, Libber. So there's a few that got kicked out. I wonder if they left or they actually did get kicked out. Thanks so much, Norwich. Well done, Harvey. Yeah, right. I wonder why. Does anyone have any ideas as to why? I mean, there's not much I can do about it. I mean, it's just one of those things. See you, Pigeon. Thanks, mate. It's just one of those things like a Kahoot. I can only get a max of 10 involved, but no worries, Jack. Yeah, me too. I'm going to jump off as well. But yeah, thanks, guys. Yeah, absolutely, Harvey. You take it, mate. Thanks, Luke. See you, mate. Imagine if I rolled into school looking like this. Night amusement. See you, mate. Thanks, Joel. No, we do it every week. So thanks, Tex. See you later, mate. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate it. Good stuff, Jono. All right, guys. Have a good one. I'm going to go watch the midweek tackle. It's probably going to be a bit of a sad one, but I'm interested to see how they honour Sam. So, yes, as we mentioned before, thinking of him and his family. Very sad news. So, that sort of doesn't sound as serious in a spinny hat and glasses, but we are genuinely thinking of his family. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks again for the whole year as well. We'll have some quizzes and some lives throughout the final series and that, but obviously this is the last official live for the home and away season. So thanks heaps, because there are a lot of you guys that were here each and every week, and I really appreciate it. So we'll talk to you soon. Thanks, guys.